Hey everyone, Scott here to discuss Fantastic Mr. Fox, featuring the voices of George Clooney, Meryl Streep, Jason Schwartzman, Bill Murray, Willem Dafoe, and Owen Wilson, and directed by Wes Anderson. Now, I remember enjoying this movie very much, and what will we rate it this time? Well, let's get into this thing, shall we, before I rate the movie. Mr. Fox, voiced by George Clooney, and Mrs. Fox, voiced by Meryl Streep, do one last chicken hunting job, and Mrs. Fox is pregnant with a fox cub, and George Clooney as Mr. Fox is a pretty good choice, but Meryl Streep as Mrs. Fox seemed, I guess, an okay choice because she's been nominated for an Academy Award quite a few times, but she does a good job portraying a voice of a particular Mrs. Fox. Their son Ash is in a high school level for 2 years, but Ash is voiced by Jason Schwartzman with a bad attitude, and Schwartzman pulls that off pretty well. But I can relate more to Christopherson, who is his cousin, and whoever the actor is that voices Christopherson does a very good job as a kid who's smart and as athletic, which is what Ash is trying to be. I love the way Mr. Fox eats his breakfast in like 5 seconds. It was brilliant and hysterical. Same with when he's roaring at Patrick, who's a beaver and is voiced by Bill Murray, because they're cussing with each other, which again, hysterical. I'm a fan of claymation, like Wallace and Gromit, for example. And this style is very fast paced, and the way they show the skeletons inside Mr. Fox and Kylie when they get electrocuted, who's a possum, is a really funny and the characters are funny and the claymation is clever. Coach Skip, and that's his name, played by Owen Wilson, or voiced by Owen Wilson, is a very interesting cameo, and I enjoyed the voice actor and the character. While Mr. Fox and Kylie and Christopherson try to steal cider, comes across Rat, voiced by Willem Dafoe, and this character was pretty scary, even though he's voiced by Willem Dafoe. But I have a phobia of rats in general, so forgive me for that part. Mr. Fox's tail is shot off, and the 3 farmer hunters wears it for a tie, and they try to kill Mr. Fox, and they all dig down inside the dirt, and the farmer hunters dig to find Mr. Fox. Is a good and fun sequence. This movie has some very fun moments, and it's a lot of fun for me. Ash and Christopherson try to get back Mr. Fox's tail, but unfortunately do not succeed, but Ash gets back, but Christopherson doesn't return, and the cider pushes all the animals into the sewer, and that one shot in the waterfall was a very great shot, and I love the waterfall. It was beautiful, I mean, really. So Mr. Fox with Kylie and Ash rescue Christopherson, and Mr. Fox fights off with the dog with rabies while Kylie is watching, and Ash rescues Christopherson and apologizes to him, and they accept each other, which I found very sweet and comforting. Mr. Fox finds a supermarket, and now Mrs. Fox is pregnant again with another cub, and I really enjoyed the ending for a fun movie. Now it's time for the rating. I'll give this movie a 8.6 out of 10. I really enjoyed the claymation, and I'm really looking forward to experiencing it again with Isle of Dogs. And this thing, Wes was clever and was just a lot of fun. Like, I had a fun time watching this movie. So I'd like to thank you guys for joining me, and next week I will be back with Moonrise Kingdom. And until next time, quirkiness!